Good evening. It's 6 January. Pretty cold outside. Uh, so, welcome back to my channel, Wealth in Black Spaces. It's Wealth in Black Spaces, a channel all about wealth in three primary areas: economically, physically, and mentally. That's economically, physically, and mentally in black spaces. When I say black spaces, what I mean, that's where two or three of them gather together that are black, that's black spaces. And that can be anywhere. If it's a 20 of us in Japan, that's a black space. And that's what I want. We concentrate on economics, economically wealthy, physically wealthy, mentally wealthy. And for my mental wealth is dives into a lot being spiritually wealthy, read my Bible, things of that nature. But tonight, this evening, I want to talk about is the topic of this particular session. Don't be afraid to dream big. So I'm going to take you back to the early 90s. I was a airman, senior airman. And I've told you guys a couple of times on this show, on this channel, I did 26 years in the Air Force. And I went to when you're starting up. I started off enlisted, retired as an officer. So my first enlisted class you had to go through all TOPA classes when you go through as you travel through your career in the Air Force. But the first one is Airman Leadership School. So here I am. Let me paint the picture. Airman Leadership School, I think at that time was about 6 weeks. But I was getting ready to graduate from Airman Leadership School, Vandenberg Air Force Base, California. So I got to be, let's see, it's got to be, I think Ash Acacia wasn't born, so this had to been probably like at least 90, it had to be like 97, 98. I was in ALS. But anyway, we were about to graduate, went through class and everything. They told us to write our goals down. So I always been even before then, for some reason, some of the old heads taught me about writing goals down, writing your goals down, planning out, have your 1 year goal, your 5 year goal, 10 year goal. So I took it to heart when they said, because when you graduate, they wanted to, they're going to talk about your goals, just a little short paragraph about your goals, your Air Force goals or whatever goals. So I put some work into it. I was like, well, I'm going to retire. Now, mind you, I haven't got my college degree yet because I got my degree while I was in to become an officer. But at this point in time, I had no college education, haven't started going to school. I maybe had a couple of classes under my belt, but nowhere near getting my bachelor's degree, not even my associate's degree. But so I wrote down, you know, get my bachelor's and my master's done, go to officer training school, retire as a major. I wrote all this down. Mind you, and I wrote this down. I said I'm gonna retire from the military, start my own business, and then after my business get successful and running, I was gonna go into politics. You know, haven't put in my, don't have enough credits to even put in. You have to be in the Air Force, you have to have your 4-year degree before you can put in for OTS. So at this time, I was way off the mark, but I put those big dreams in place. So they read it off, and everybody like, it's almost like an audible gasp when I was saying I was going to be, run for governor and all that. Just put some big dreams out there. And I never forget one of our instructors, after we graduated, he came to me and he was like, he pulled me into his office. He said, "You okay?" I'm like, I was kind of taken back. He was like, "You okay?" Those some big dreams. So he literally thought something was wrong with me because I had such big dreams. And I was taken aback by that why he was, so because people, I learned that day, people try to crush your dreams. He literally was looking at me like I needed to go see a doctor or something, because my dreams are too high. So this one is just telling you, don't be afraid to dream big, because pretty much a lot of that stuff that I put on there happened. I retired. I left the enlisted side and got, after 3 tries, I became an officer, and I retired as a major in the Air Force after 26 years. So I almost want to, I wish I would have known that person. I call him up and say, "Hey, you remember?" You probably don't remember, you called me to your office and pretty much was asking me what's wrong. I want to say, "Hey, I can go down. I still keep all my notes and all my goals, but don't be afraid to dream big, dream big dreams, because what's the saying? Shoot for the moon. If you don't miss it, if you miss it, you'll land among the stars." I truly believe in that. And don't be afraid to be miscategorized because you have big dreams, because you only get one chance at this world. So, dream big and go for it. Don't let nobody, nothing stop you, because people gonna talk about you regardless. My grandmother told me a long time ago, people talked about Jesus, and he didn't want to do nothing but save the world. So they talked about him, scorn. Not that I'm comparing myself in any way, shape, or form, but it was take the analogy. Here this man worked, was perfect, but still people talked about him, scorned him. So I just want to get on here and talk about that, that story, how, having those big dreams almost got me sent to the doctor. But, I hit the mark, right. And another thing, write your goals down. Don't just have them up here. Literally write your goals down. Have them listed out. Like I said, your spiritual goals, your work goals, your health goals. You might not, and then work, reverse engineer those goals. Like I said, one of my goals is to read the Bible from cover to cover this year. So what I need to do to read that Bible from cover to cover, I got that daily Bible where it's breaking down the Bible, while I'm reading part of the Old Testament, part of the New Testament, some Proverbs, and I think it got some Psalms every day from January 1st to December 31st. I'll be done. What would be terrible if I would make that goal and then start reading the Bible in December? That wouldn't make no sense. So I've already started, and the book just breaks it down for me. So those are the goals we have. Me and my wife have a goal of making side money. So we've been doing DoorDash for about 2 weeks now, and just putting that money, that beats some more money stacked on top of the money we already, what's called that. So that DoorDash is just extra money uh, coming in. So that's a goal we have. And this allows us, instead of sitting around looking at TV, we can go and do some door dashing. We was gonna do something tonight, but it got a little cold out there. But going back, there's no excuse. And this YouTube channel, being more, putting out more content and more content, with the YouTube channel. So dream big, write your goals down, reverse engineer those goals, and inch by inch is a cinch, and just keep going at it. Dream big, my people. Dream big. That's my message for today. Dream big and don't be afraid. You might fail, but you can look back and say, what? I tried. And it's not even a failure anyway. You either gonna win or you're gonna learn. Was it Thomas Edison? They asked him about the light bulb. I found 10,000 ways that it wouldn't work. So he kept going. So keep dreaming, dream big, write your goals down, reverse engineer, and go at it. Wealth in Black Spaces. If you like the message, hit the like button, share, and let's get it. See you on the next podcast.